Well, hello. Um, I'm at the ballpark again. That's a cool cloud, let's be honest. Um, yeah, I just wanted to say hi and thanks for all, the questions, the support, my subscribers. Thanks for hopping aboard. I've learned a lot in the last week, even in terms of, being open the way I am able to be here and how that has had time to process and to mm, allow myself to refocus and refined my perspective on things and course correct you know who I am and what I'm going through and again what this is that I still don't know yet. I did want to touch on a topic today, and an attempt to keep it consistent in terms of not rambling. Like, I did yap a lot in the last few videos. I tend to not revisit my videos and rewatch and then like like relive my train of thought, if that makes sense. I did this week and I went through a couple of them, and yeah, a few of them are very long winded, and I've noticed that as much as I want to go off on my own tangents, eve even here and then doubly so in real life, that isn't something that is like respectable or what I should be doing. So topic today is kind of grief and allowing yourself to grieve. I had a really tough holiday, I guess you could say, holiday month, and then rolling into January, it's been really hard. Over the last like few months, probably 4 months or so, I've had about, well, not about, I've had 5 people in my life pass away through all sorts of different things. Just complicate some health, some age, some mental health. It's just been the works for me, and like I've said before, like mental health and working like on yourself and learning about how the brain works and how your brain works, and trying to find a balance within all that, not to find an excuse but to find like to like make it make sense in good once again in good faith, right? Like, it's not about, oh, I learned this topic or I studied this philosopher and now it makes sense. It's like, no, it's pieces of the puzzle that will never be completed. So the closest one to me was my brother-in-law, who left behind my wonderful sister and my beautiful niece. And he passed away right like a few days before Christmas, and it's been really tough. And I haven't been able to really grieve or cry about it yet. And that did kind of bother me. I was happy that, once again, like, it's your mental health, right? And I've really focused on it for about 10 years, like hard, like very, very hard. And it's a lot of work and it's ongoing. This kind of thing can't be like snapped away or like get snap out of it, like get over it. Like, everyone deals with loss, and I haven't let the loss affect me in a way that I should. Maybe a normal person would let them, where it sends them into a depression or, you know, like, it didn't send my thoughts racing. I haven't cried yet for this man. And like, again, he's my brother-in-law. Like, we had a whole life left to, experience together. And like, my niece was a new lease on life for this man and my sister. And watching them step up as parents, watching them fight through their relationship stuff, but like at the end of the day, fight for their daughter. And now he's gone. So tomorrow is the celebration. It happened about a month ago, and there's a celebration of life tomorrow, or sorry, Monday, and today we got sent the my family, my mom got sent the like the slideshow of what they're gonna be, all the pictures that everyone sent in and things like that. So I realize it's really funny. So I'm graying, but like at the tips of my beard. Like I don't really have a lot of like from the root gray. So I'm thinking I have something in my beard where it's just like just the tips of my beard. Yeah, there's one. Anyways, and sorry, see, like a distraction like that. Now it seems like I'm insulting the serious topic that I chose to talk about and share. So please don't think that that was just, again, it's a lot of work, right? It's figuring out, like, if I noticed it, I shouldn't say it. I should, deal with that tomorrow or later and not include it here. But I'm including it here because this is part of the progress that I want to make, right? So like, so now I just feel bad about interrupting something that is very important to me. So let's get back on it. Okay, here we go. See, that's progress. So grief, yeah, like I haven't really had a good cry. I am a part of a group that meets up on Zoom every Monday, and it's been great for me. Um, it's really done a lot for me and my mental health, and being a part of a group where people sharing are similar to me sharing with you guys, or me putting my thoughts out into the world. And I've enjoyed, and by enjoy, I don't mean enjoy like to see. Once again, I'm just trying to make sure when I communicate that I might use the wrong word. Sorry, it's like -20. My hands are really cold. I'm going to have to swap gloves, or maybe I can hold my phone with my glove. Ooh, boy, it's way colder. The sun's going down now. So I only have a little bit of time left for the sun before the actual -15 degrees kicks in. But yeah, I did want to get this off my chest because, yeah, Monday's going to be a big day for me. And so today, before I went out for my walk, my mom got sent the slideshow. And I only met this guy, my brother-in-law, later in life, because he met my sister, who's also later in life, like kind of thing. So I didn't really know who he was. I never grew up with him. But like this whole slideshow was for the first time seeing who he was, seeing his past. I think he was 54. Not that it matters, but like this guy, I've only known him for maybe 10 years, maybe less, maybe like 8. Anyways, again, so these are things that are important. I'm just trying to give you context into how I'm dealing with it. And I was looking forward to a life where me and him were going to get closer and watch him raise his daughter, my niece, and then set aside time where we could grow as, brother-in-laws. Like, I think that, yeah, brother-in-laws, like, but brothers, like at the end of the day, he's family. And I saw it in him too, where he said, like, what keeps me going is my daughter. And I looked forward to like learning about him, like, but through him, not through like a slideshow of pictures that, like, he's not going through his phone showing me, here's what I used to look like, here's what I used to do, here's who I used to be. But like, I couldn't wait to like open up to him and have him open up to me, and that strengthens our relationship, as him as a member of our family now, which he is and will always be. And this slideshow, this is the first time I saw what he looked like when he was a kid, when he was my age, when he was younger than me, when he was a kid. His parents, his mom had passed away when he was really young, and his mom like read him Lord of the Rings at night and like would do the voices like an audiobook, like, and it was a big thing for me. And Lord of the Rings is important to me as well, just for my own nerdy reasons. Like, I saw the movies, the first one, Fellowship of the Ring, 6 times in movie theaters when I was 12 years old. Like, I couldn't get enough of it. Like, I didn't really know why. I was 12, right? So right now, like at this moment, it's the 25th anniversary of Lord of the Rings, and they put it back in theaters. So I'm planning to. I was supposed to do it today, but I slept in. I didn't sleep in, but like I decided my sleep was more important to regain my energy. To go see these movies, but I'd love to go. I'm going to go to the theaters. I'm going to take my nephew, who lives next door to me, and like have him experience it on the big screen, because it is different than just watching it in your house. But I've watched these movies for 25 years now, and Two Towers and Return of the King and things like that. So like this is just a moment. I love when they bring back old movies and put them in theaters because I love the theater experience. I think it's a very special place where people can experience things, and especially in this age where everyone has phone distractions, messages, they just want to scroll TikTok or play Roblox. That's for the young ones. But like, I did watch Fellowship of the Ring with my nephew, but he was falling asleep. He was tired. He was like covered in blankets and just had a long day and just slept, like fell asleep a couple times. God bless him, right? But like, anyways, I'm getting off track. But I'm just trying to like why today is I didn't realize all these things are compounding at once. So Lord of the Rings meant a lot to my brother-in-law, rest in peace. And I showed my nephew Fellowship, and then my last time being in having dinner and seeing this my brother-in-law, I told my nephew to tell my brother-in-law like that he just watched the first movie, and he said, yeah, it's important to me. Like my mom, who passed away, like would read me that at night and like do all the voices, and like it meant so much to him. And he always had a book in his hand. He was always reading. My niece, his daughter, would pick up a book not knowing how to read, but she would copy him because he always made time to read, and it was really important. Anyways, bringing it back, this slideshow just like brought something out of me, and I was bawling. I was a mess. I'm glad I saw it today versus Monday because I'd be a mess in the ceremony, and I want to be a rock for my sister and my niece. And then I don't know, it was just like it's hard to find time to grieve, and I just know I knew and I know and I was also trying to internally process the fact that I hadn't done it yet and that I owe this man a cry, like, and I hadn't done it yet, and it did bother me. And today I was bawling. Like I wore out the Kleenex, the tissue, because I was wiping my eyes so much. I got like the tissue started to break down, and like I was getting pieces of tissue in my eyeball. This eye got like all red, literally because there was fragments of tissue in it. But like that felt good, and because that's what I've been waiting to do and wanting to do. Anyways, I'm gonna try to keep it short. I'm at 12 minutes now, 12 and a half minutes. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. Thanks for letting me sidetrack myself. I just want to say that this is important to me. I will continue to do this for one person, for 10, for 20, for whatever. And I look forward to the day where I can really hone down my thoughts before I do this. I can't tell if this is, sorry, I'm distracted, obviously. I just can't, like, is it food or is it could be ice. Like, again, it's like minus 20. It's freezing. Fuck, there I go again. See, now I feel bad. Just don't say that out loud, Ian. But anyway, like grief is hard. And again, not only my brother-in-law, but the other 4 people that I've lost in the last 6 months is taking its not toll on me, but it's been really tough. And I'm sure it is when we all, as we get older, we experience it more and more. Today was a good day to cry and to grieve, and I'm glad I did it. And I know I'm going to do it more on come Monday, but like, again, not being able to cry yet bothered me because I know I do care. And, I was maybe not telling myself because I knew that there will be the time where I let it hit and I let it like, let it really hit me. And today was that day. And I'm glad for it. I miss the guy, and there's just so much life left to live. And I just have to be a better person for myself first. And then by doing that, I'm able to be there for the people that I care about the most, like my sister and my niece and my mom and my dad and my other sister and their family, my nephew, my other niece and nephew on my other sister's side of the family, like my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my friends. And again, this is a journey, right? the easy answer is to stop making a YouTube video, shut up, and just show up. And that's what I've been doing lately. And I've seen the difference in being there. And I've learned that this kind of sharing is way too much to put on other people. So hope I'm not putting it on you, but this is my avenue. This is my place to do it. So thanks for listening. If you have any, loss experiences or grief tips, or like an experience that you had that rocked you, like, please share it in the comments. Click subscribe. Once again, I just have to say it. Like, it seems robotic, but it helps this get out and keeps me going. Not that I need it at all. Like, seriously, like, again, I'm going to do this if I have 0 viewers for the next 100 videos, but this is a good outlet for me. And then as I evolve as whatever I am or whatever this is, thanks for those who have already, signed up. Appreciate you. So someone last week or last video recommended a book. It's on Amazon. It's on its way to me. Can't wait to read it. So if you have any recommendations, or just, like, again, any stories, anything you want to share, throw it in the comment. And then, like, I do read all the comments. I don't really rewatch my videos, I think I told you, just because, well, I did, but, like, I'm just trying to say, like, no, I don't like the sound of my own voice or anything, but, like, I do want to get better at this. I want to get better at communicating, not only with this platform, and also myself, but again, with the people that I care about, and knowing silence is a good thing. And I want to be a better listener. So be a part of that by sharing your, like, experiences and things like that. Wow. Sorry, I'm doing it again, but it's just funny. It is, like, if I did this in slow-mo, it'd be funny to see, like, my beard slowly start to turn into ice. That being said, thanks for listening. I appreciate you all. I appreciate myself. I'm not perfect, and I'm never going to be, but I work every day to be a better person, to be a better person for others as well. And none of that's fake. And I know that in the deepest part of my heart. And I'm very motivated to push through the anxiety and difficulty of silence. And I've already reaped the rewards of it by just starting to do it. So thank you for listening. You're doing what I'm working on, and that's just listening. And I appreciate it very much. And I'm here to listen. So, like I said, I don't watch the videos, but, like, I'm just trying to, see, like, again, I call it pre-apologizing, but, like, I understand that people know what I'm saying and can tell by my tone and tell who I am, and I have a history of just being myself. But I read the comments, and I make sure I reply to them. So, like, I'm there. So if you want to get something off your chest, let loose, man. Because someone will stumble across this video, and you might help one person, or you might help no one. But, like, that's not the point. It's about having an outlet to be open, and this has been one for me that I really appreciate. So thank you once again. Let's do a sun check. It means I got to get heading home because it's going to start to get really cold. But yeah, I love you all. And thank you once again. Yeah, that's it. I don't have a sign off yet, but, like, I can't believe I got to the end of the video. Yeah, I can't wait to get. Shut up, Ian. Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all more than you know, and I hope whatever this is becomes something. And thanks for coming along for the ride. Peace.